It comes a time in every engineer's career to decide whether he or she wants to be a project engineer or to be a project manager. If you decide to be a project manager, there's some extra things you're going to have to know outside of engineering. And where do you get this knowledge of how to be a good, effective project manager? Well, that's a good question because for many of us, when we became project managers, we were just sort of became project managers and had to learn on the job on how to be a project manager. That's not necessarily a good way to learn, to be thrown in there. So there are places that we can go to right now to learn how to be a project manager. And this video is going to talk about those places where you can go to find out how to be a project manager for your company, your engineering company, and learn to be a very effective project manager. And I'm going to show you where to find that additional information you need to be a project manager right now. To become an effective project manager isn't necessarily very easy for most project engineers. For most of us, well, we kind of learn to work within our teams and not really go out beyond that very much. And so we're very good as project engineers. But to make that transition to become a project manager where you're dealing with upper management and dealing with clients and dealing with various teams, it's a little bit different for most project engineers. And on top of that, to learn a whole new skill set of how to read financials, how to do budgets, how to set up schedules, dealing with people's issues that they may have at the workplace. All of this is very, very different for a project engineer to transition from. So what I like to do now is kind of give you a little bit of background of where most of us have started, and then bring you all the way up to making that decision to become a project manager, and then what steps or what resources we can go to learn to be an effective project manager. For all of us who became project engineers, went through years of college, some of us more so than others. Some went on to advanced degrees and got their masters, and some maybe even went on to got their PhDs. But all of us went through a lot of years of college in order to become engineers in our own right. Sometimes it may be recommended to actually go back and maybe get a degree in project management. And there are certain universities that you can go to get those degrees. There are even online universities that offer degrees in project management. It's not the only route of getting the additional knowledge that you need as a project manager. Some of the other ways to also gain the same knowledge that you can learn in a college course is through working with mentors, other project managers that are in your firm. If you work in a large firm with many project managers, quite often an aspiring project engineer that wants to become a project manager can match up with a project manager, an existing project manager, and to kind of watch what they do and learn from them. That is one method. If you're getting value out of this video, please go ahead and down below, hit the like button, then go ahead and hit subscribe, and then hit the bell to be notified as we upload more videos onto the channel. Another method, of course, is to go out and actually buy some books, read them, also magazines, other articles on project management, and study those and learn from them, because you'll find that there's things in those books and magazines and articles that your company may not be doing. Even your own project managers may not even know about those techniques. That's another way to gain knowledge. Another way is, of course, to take online courses. There's many places on the internet that you can go to and take courses in project management. Some of the courses that you want to take in are in financials, how to read the balance sheets, how to read income statements, and how they all interrelate, the financial reports, and how you can work with them to make sure that your projects are on budget. You'll also be able to find courses on schedule, how to use Microsoft Projects or the multitude of other project schedule software. Some of the online websites that you can go to learn about project management offer what we call professional development hours or continuing education units. there are several online sites that is designed specifically for engineers. Of course, we have our own website that has numerous courses for professional engineers to take on project management, on the various parts of the company, on how the business of engineering is ran. And of course, that is at www.engineeringpdhcourses, engineeringpdhcourses.com. And in there, we offer over 30 PDH courses on the business of engineering. We offer courses in financials, in management, in how to write a business plan. We have courses on anything about the business of engineering. Once you've taken the course, you'll receive a certificate with your earned credits, and that you can then use for renewal of your engineering license, your professional engineering license. So in summary, first, we recommend that if you are thinking about becoming a project manager, or may already been offered to become a project manager, to seek out a mentor immediately. Go find someone who's already a project manager for a number of years and learn from them how to be a very effective project manager. Secondly, we recommend that you go out and find some books, get some magazines, maybe even go look up some articles, do research online, and read about project management, the various aspects of project management, and how to use the available software to be a more effective project manager. And lastly, we also recommend that you take some courses in project management. You can either do that by going to a university and take a few courses there, which takes some time, or even going to online course websites that can offer you courses on project management. And of course, there are websites available out there that gives you continuing education units or professional development hours for taking courses specifically in the business of engineering. Of course, one of those websites is ours, and that's www.engineeringpdhcourses.com. So on our website, once you complete the course, you will receive a certificate showing the number of continuing education units or professional development hours that you have earned. Then you can use those credits to renew your professional engineering license within the state. So that's a lot of information about how to prepare yourself to become a project manager within an engineering firm. Now, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You'll be notified when we have new videos uploaded to the channel. In the corner over there, you'll also see another video that we recommend to watch on project management in the field of engineering. So until the next time, keep on learning how to be a good project manager, an effective project manager for your engineering firm. See you on the next video.